My name's Holly Bell, I'm a recipe writer and I blog at Recipes from a Normal Mum. Today in this episode of Keep Calm and Bake for Scoff, I'm going to be making something that's delicious and really naughty. It's double chocolate pecan pie and salted caramel tray bake. The first thing we need to do is make the chocolate shortbread. This is going to sit on the bottom of the tray bake. So cream the soft butter and sugar together until light and creamy. It takes about 2 minutes in a mixer or a little bit longer by hand. Then add in the plain flour and the cocoa and mix this in gently. You don't want to overwork the shortbread. Mix it until you have a breadcrumb-like consistency and then tip it out and press it into your prepared tin. Make sure it's as level as you can get it. And then I've got here some pecans and I've also got some dark chocolate. Just sort of sprinkle the two over the top as evenly as you can. Then this is going to go into the fridge. We're going to rest it in the fridge, let all the gluten relax, and then the shortbread will be as short as possible, which means it will be delicious and crumbly texture. So whilst the shortbread is resting in the fridge, we're going to make the caramel. I've got everything lined up here because once we start making it, it's actually quite quick. I've got the heat on here. I'm going to pop the butter in. First thing to do is just to melt the butter. You don't want it so high in heat that your butter is sizzling away and you lose volume through melting it. All the butter has now melted. I'm going to take it off the heat because what I don't want to do is melt the sugar. I just want to add it in. So just tip that all in and also add in your salt at this stage. So give it a stir until it's all really well mixed. That smells so good. That's all really nicely mixed. Then we have got the condensed milk and all you're going to do is just add it in. It's important you do this bit off the heat. Give it a stir. Again, just mix it up really well. That looks so good. Look at that. It smells amazing. So pop that back onto the heat and turn the heat up, and we're going to bring this so that it starts to bubble. So keep stirring it. It's really easy to let this catch because there's so much sugar in there. Take it off the heat, and this is where we're going to add our double cream. So just pour the double cream straight in, give it a stir. Once it's all mixed in and you can barely see any cream left, put it back onto the heat, and now you're going to put it on a high heat for about a minute. Keep stirring it because this is the time when it really easily burns. You really don't want burnt caramel. Right, that's ready. So turn the heat off. And you'll see there, it's a really lovely colour. I'm going to leave that to cool. Please don't forget that is so hot, and if that falls on anyone, it's going to cause a lot of damage. So keep it out of the way of any small children, animals, or very accident-prone people. Don't forget, if you do make it, love to see what you do. You can tweet me at hollybellmummy and also at scofffood. So the shortbread has now been chilling for an hour in the fridge. Really important stage. Don't skimp on it. It doesn't matter if it stays in the fridge for longer. You could even make it the night before. I've got my caramel, salted caramel no less, that I made earlier. And what you're aiming to do is just cover the pecans and the chocolate that you've already chopped onto the top. Push it around the tin. You don't want any of the nuts or chocolate exposed because they will burn. So that's ready to go into the oven now for about 20 to 25 minutes. You'll know when it's done. The top will have gone slightly darker brown. It'll look crispy and it will be crisp around the edges as well. That's when you know you need to take it out. So here it is. This is my double chocolate pecan pie salted caramel tray bakes, the longest name for a recipe ever. It tastes so good. I've cut them into really small little squares because it's really rich. If you want to subscribe, please do, and don't forget to hit the like button, and in the comments I'd love to know if you make it, if you made any changes, tell me about it, and of course love to see photos of anything you've made. Don't forget to put them on Instagram or tweet them to @scofffood or @hollybellmummy or both. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.